right, good morning, hockey fans. We're at the Ram Center, a girls' rink. Beautiful arena here. Northern Lakes Lightning taking on EMO for the final battle for the weekend. Boys have suffered some tough losses this weekend. Looking to pull out a W here, and we're going to be underway. EMO also looking for a win for the weekend. Here we go. Horton takes the drop, but EMO able to pick it up, and they dump it in. Hits off the back of the net, and EMO first picked it up, dumps it in the corner. Looking for a centering option, and the first one will go in at 14:41. 14. Must have been starting with a 15-minute period. EMO first on the board with one. Change of lines. Carr takes it out. Battle in neutral ice. EMO pushes it up. Just missed their pass, but trying to get to it. Loose puck. Picked up by Carr. Carr pushed it over to Gerhardt. Picks it back up from him. Carr coming in, takes a shot, loose change out front, saved by the Tendy. Nobody there crashing the net. Good stick from Carr, knocks it loose from EMO. And Maroney knocks it right at the blue line. Looks like a defensive line change maybe for EMO as they came out. Proper time. Dauber picking it up. Pushing up. Kes getting it right at the blue line, but as his feet were on the other side, he's going to call an offsides. Kes pushing over for Daley. Daley getting checked. And that's going to be our penalty on EMO. Check or interference. We'll see if it's going to be a minute and a half or 2 minutes with a 15-minute period. 2 minutes. 2 minutes on the minor. Maybe it did start off at 17. Evanson battled it all, kept keeping it in on the line, but EMO picks it up, clears it, pushes it over to Ani from Christensen. Ani up to Daley. Daley battling out. Looking to pass over for Kes. Kes tries to get a shot off, but blocked by EMO. EMO blown by. Coming in, Kilmer comes out, takes a shot from EMO. Peterson saves. Kes battling out with EMO, but EMO takes the victory. They're going to take a shot, hits the post. Daley picks up off the rebound. Passes it up to Kes. Just bounced off his stick as it entered the zone, and EMO passes it up. Kilmer battling out, but EMO comes in with the puck. They still maintain possession. And we got a delayed penalty on Lightning. Looks like it's going to be tripping. EMO is coming in short-handed. Going to be seeing 4-on-4 hockey for the next 47 seconds. 2 minutes going on the board for Horton. Butcher taking the drop. EMO takes a hard shot, pad save, kicks over. EMO picks up the rebound, pushes it back up front and center. Shot blocked off. Evanson trying to clear out. Hogue gets a stick on it, sends it down, but that's going to be an icing. on the Northern Lakes Lightning. Emo pushes it back to the blue line. Trying to get the shot off. Doesn't get up. Gets along the boards. Emo passes it back to the other side of the blue line. Tries to hit their man up in the middle circle. Carr coming up. Skating through neutral ice. Puts a shot on net. Tendy pushes it behind the net. Emo passing up along the boards. Carr causes some interference. Leaving the puck behind. Carr grabs it right as it's going to come out. Takes a shot, and he will tie it up with one behind in the net at 11:25. We did score that shorthanded, as we still have a minute 4 on our penalty kill. Shorthanded goal for Carr at 11:25. Cleared away by Christensen. Shot on goal. Saved by Peterson. Cleared away. Back in the neutral zone. Still in the penalty kill. Emo's going to pass it up. Ani after the race to the corner. Tries to put a stick on it, but Emo gets it. They're going to try sneaking one around. Push back to the blue line. Takes a shot. Oh, no. Looked like a redirect shot, and Emo's going to put one in, putting them up 1-2. Emo takes the lead. Emo successfully executing their power play opportunity. 10:39 remaining, back on 5-on-5 hockey. Evanson knocked it loose right in neutral ice, but Emo picks it back up. Body's hitting the floor. Carr's going to pick it back up. Carr's going to take a shot. Just goes wide of the net. Evanson looking to pass it back to Kilmer. Runs in some interference with Emo. And Peterson covers. .10:02 remaining in the first. Emo taking a shot. Goes to the side of the net. Lenny pushes it off. Emo pushing it back in the corner. They take a shot. Goes wide of the net. Looking for a centering option for Emo. Just goes through the crease. Nobody that put a stick on it. And that's going to be an offsides on Emo. Horton coming out for the drop. Butcher on his left. Hogue on his right. Roney battling out, but Emo's still able to take the possession. Horton grabs it behind the net, trying to skate out with it, but Emo gets a good stick on it. They center it up. Loose puck, takes a shot, hits us a stick, didn't make it to the net. Horton trying to get it clear. Butcher gets a clear. Ends up neutral ice. Horton trying to keep some pressure. Emo dumps it away. Emo still maintaining possession in neutral ice. They pass it back, just missed their pass. They're going to take back up. They try to dump it in. Carr picks it up. Good stick on from Emo, breaks up his entry. He's going to pick it back up, re-enter. Good pressure being kept from Emo. Emo pushes it back to the blue line. Ani kept it in, but back and forth. Emo's going to come on with it. 17 from Emo coming in for a shot. Saved by Peterson. Deflection. Going to be picked up again. Takes another shot, goes wide. Emo's going to pick it up again. Takes another shot. Saved by Peterson. Wicked bounce out. Might have hit one post and gone right outside the other. Takes another shot. Saved by Peterson. Emo still picking it up. And we're sending it down for an icing. At 7:49. Kes pushing it up to Evanson. Evanson gets a clear. Misaligned pass from Emo. Daley picks it up. He's going to come in for a shot. Good stick on from Emo. Blocks his shot from going off. Looks like the door came loose, and we're going to cause a stoppage of play. Emo takes the possession out, puts a good stick on it from Lightning. Kes picking it up. He's going to come in with it. Trying to backhand it over. Just fans off that shot. Trying to center it, but it hits a skate off of Emo. Evanson's going to try picking it up, but Emo's going to grab it. Trying to pass it back. Evanson stops it at the blue line. Daley dumps it up. He's got Kes and Evanson back out front. Evanson was there, lost underneath some skates, and I don't know who put that in. I believe it's going to be Kes is going to be marked with that, seeing the loose change knocked out front, and they're going to tie it back up. I think it bounced off Evanson's stick, and Kes got the rebound and put it in to tie it up 2-2 at 6:58. Emo coming up. Shot on goal, saved by Peterson. Maroney picking it up. He's going to get it clear. Maybe a little too much sauce, as that's going to be an icing. Emo wins the draw, pushes it back to the blue line. They're going to take a shot, and they will put one in for number 3 at 6:37. Lightning in the deficit 2-3. Trying to enter the zone. Bernie knocks it out. Emo picking it up in their own zone. Gerhardt keeping some pressure, but Emo passes it up. They're going to skate out of the zone. Passes it up. Intercepted by Maroney. Maroney's going to come in. He's going to battle it out. And he dumps it in. Emo shooting over. Dauber trying to keep it in, and that's just going to see a little too much white ice, and we're going to call an offsides on the Lightning. Emo taking possession. That's going to be an offsides on Emo just as they're trying to clear it. Again, I believe it's in high school rules, not until high school, so 3 more years for some of these, and 2 more years in the Bantams. You'll be able to tag up if you dump it in with being offsides beyond the blue line. You can have the entire team tag back up and re-enter the zone. But for now, we're going to be blowing the whistle with offsides each time that puck crosses with the player on the other side. Emo takes it back to their own. They try to pass it up, just miss it. Christensen just misses. Emo sticking with it as they're on the ground. Emo picks it up on the side, trying to shoot it in. Daley picking up the loose change, trying to get it out, but pushes it up. Blue line grabs it. Shot on goal, saved by Peterson. Cleared back to Daley. Daley's got Butcher and Hogue coming up with them. And a little offsides. A little anxious to get into the zone. Again, got to wait for that puck to cross first. Lightning get a stick on it, try to dump it in. Emo gets it. Evanson passing it over to Carr. Carr's going to pass it back to Kilmer. But Emo intercepts the pass. They're going to come in with a free-handed shot. Takes a shot, saved by Peterson. Evanson battling along the boards. Carr robs it from Emo. Trying to get through, but Emo keeping the pressure. Hogue's going to pick it back up. Carr losing track of it. Evanson pushed it up to Carr. Trying to get it clear. Emo maintaining their possession. Lightning trying to clear it, but Emo right back at the blue line. Shot on goal, saved by Peterson, kicked out to the side. Emo first there to pick it up. Centering option, kick saved by Peterson. Pushed it off to the corner. Centering option gets knocked underneath some skates. Horton's going to try to clear it. Does get a clear. Emo taken back up. Hogue keeping some pressure, gets a stick on it. Good touch. Dauber battling off in the corner. Emo throws it out back to the blue line. They're going to dump it up. Miss their pass. It's in the corner. Maroney's going to try to bring the boards for Binda. Maroney going to skate out with it. Pushes it over to Gearhart. Gearhart tries to push it up. But Emo takes over possession. Maroney gets a good stick on it, knocks his possession off. Pushes it over to Binda. Binda trying to push it over to Evanson. Gets it eventually. Push it over to Gearhart. And Emo's going to take it out of the neutral ice. Back entering the zone. Gets by Maroney. They're going to push it back to the blue line. Picked up by Kes. Kes trying to skate out. Good stick on by Emo. Knocks it loose, and they're going to pick it up, retreat back to their zone. Lightning changing up lines. Emo passing it up. Gets by one. Good stick from Kes. Knocks it off. EMO still looking to try to maintain possession. Good stick handling. Lightning trying to break up those passes. EMO dumps it in. Looks like Christensen's going to be the first to get to it. Just bounce off his stick, and EMO's going to try putting one in the center. EMO pushing off to the other corner. And pushing it behind the net. EMO trying to get a centering option. Daley gets a stick on it, trying to push it through. He pushes it through. He's going to have one left on in front of him. To the side, takes a shot, just goes wide. Round the boards, Horton's going to try to pick it up. EMO clears the zone. Kilmer gets a good stick on it, knocks it loose from EMO coming in from the zone. Kes gets a clear. EMO tags back up, and they're going to push it back to the defensive men, passing it back up front on the blue line. They're going to try pushing one on net. Peterson puts a stick on it. Under a minute left of the first period. Icing potential. No icing. Horton trying to pick it up. 45 seconds remaining. EMO coming strong with it. Good stick on from Kilmer. Kilmer trying to navigate with Butcher. Butcher dumps it in. Under 30 seconds remaining in the period. Carr going to come in. EMO just mishandles the puck. Carr takes a shot, goes up and over. Evanson picking up at the blue line, trying to push it up. But EMO intercepts that. Good stick on from Kilmer. Picks it up, dumps it in towards the net. Tendy's going to pick it up. Gearhart had an opportunity, and EMO just pushed it away just in the nick of time. And that's going to be the end of the first. End of the first, we're going to see Lightning still in the deficit 2-3. But a competitive game indeed. All right, 15 minutes back on the board. It is 15-minute periods. Starting off the second period, Lightning down 2-3. All right, Carr taking the drop. Neal takes possession back on the defensive line. Push it up to their man. They're entering the zone. Good stick on from Carr. Stuck underneath some skates. Finally knocked loose behind the net. EMO first picking it up. Looking for a centering option. Just missed their centering option. Back to the blue line. Blue line's going to take a shot. Looking for a redirect. Just goes wide. Tony trying to push it up. Hits Binda. Binda clears it. EMO taking back up. Skating all the way back into their zone. Gerhardt throws one on net. Bounced over the stick, and Tenny's going to have to cover it. Kes taking the drop. Daley and Evanson on his side. Christensen and Ani back on defense. Emo's going to take it out of the zone. They're going to pass it up. Ani gets a good stick on it. Breaks up that entry. Emo dumps it in behind the net. Christensen's going to get to it. Trying to round the boards up to Evanson. Maybe a little too far. Got back to the blue line, but intercepted. Kes is going to grab it. He's got a breakaway opportunity coming in with it. Just goes out a little too wide off of the stick and takes a shot. Saved by the Tenny. Cooper Evanson was there. Unable to make that happen. Christensen pushes it up. Kes tries to get a one-time shot off of it. Emo clears it back to the blue line. Christensen's going to pick it up. Christensen's going to take another shot on goal. Intercepted by Emo. Emo passes it up. They collide on themselves. Kes picking it up. Line change occurred. Kes going to take a shot. Just goes wide. Christian's going to pick it up on the corner. He's going to take another shot on goal. Hits a skate. Goes off to the corner. Butcher comes out. They're going to call Butcher for... interference. Checking. We're going to have one in the box at 12:55, putting us on Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Butcher going in. Checking or interference? 2 minutes on the penalty kill for the Lightning. Emo pushing back to the blue line. They're trying to take a shot, but Carr intercepts it. Lightning short-handed at this time, but Carr says that's okay. Trying to enter the zone. Emo breaks off. Somewhere, there it is. Emo grabbing it and taking it out of the zone. Pressure being kept by Horton. And cleared again. Horton trying to push it back. Emo intercepts that and pushes it up. Emo coming in. Carr gets a good stick on it, pushes it off in the corner. Kilmer using the boards, rounding it back. Emo going to pick it up back towards the blue line. Trying to get a clear. There's a clear, but they're ready for a take up. And Emo decides to come back in. Emo passing it mid-circle. Kilmer takes a shot and deflects it. That might have been the backside of the shin. 51 seconds remaining of the penalty kill. Kilmer going to try to round the boards. Emo picks it up towards the blue line. Kes keeping some pressure, but they're going to dump it back in. Centering option. Shot on goal, saved by the post, and out of play. .33 seconds left of the penalty kill. Emo puts it over in center. Shot not able to get off. Good stick on from Horton. Not enough gumph on it. Horton trying to race off to it. Gets a good stick on it from Emo. Tries to put one on net. Kes is going to pick it up, and he will put one in. Horton tries to put one on. Saved by Attendee. Loose change picked up by Kes is going to tie it up at 11:13. Tied game, second period, 11:13 remaining. Shorthanded goal at that. 18 seconds remaining on the penalty kill. Stuck underneath the ref's legs. Kes is digging it out from underneath EMO, and EMO takes it over. Entering the zone, they try to dump it in. Hits off the stick of, looks like Kes. Dauber's going to try picking it up. He pushes it up. Gets it clear just through some sticks. EMO pushes it aside. Horton's going to be the first to get to it. Just a line change happening at the wrong time. And we're going to be blown for an offsides. We are back at full strength, though. Stuck underneath some skates, gets loose. Maroney gets a stick on it, but not enough, and Emo's going to come in strong with it, takes a shot, and they will put one in. Answering that call and coming back up in the lead. Daley coming in strong with it. Takes a shot looking for centering. And answered right back at 10:32. With Kes putting it in the cleanup action.
Do it again, Lightning.
4-4. 10:32 remaining in the second. Emo having a mid-ice discussion. Evanson blocks up the pass. Trying to dump it in. And Emo gonna get a stick on it. Push it back to the line. Christensen up to Daley. Daley trying to dump it in, but intercepted by Emo. Emo gonna go behind the net, try to build some momentum. Good stick on from Kes. Kes gonna take a shot saved. Emo sees their man passing up, misses their man. Ani puts a stick on it. Another stick on it, pushes up to Daley. Daley's going to try dumping it in. Emo building their momentum. Exit in the zone, skating through neutral ice. 4 Lightning players. Still maintaining, takes a shot, goes through the crease. Emo puts it behind the net. Evanson trying to put a stick on it, but Emo comes in, robs it. Kilmer tying up his man. Gets it clear. Emo's going to have to tag up. And a little too soon as they had one down in the corner, unable to get up and out of the zone. 9:04. Emo battling it out with Butcher, and they're going to take the succession. Push it back. Kilmer's going to have it. Pushes it back further to Horton. Horton's going to push it up mid-ice, but Emo is going to see it and dump it in just in the nick of time. Cleared by Lightning, and that's going to be an offsides on Emo. Emo pushes down just a little too far. That's going to be an icing. Back to Maroney. Maroney's going to take a shot. Hits off some deflection. Not sure who got hit off of, but back to the blue line. Dauber's going to try pushing one up. Carr's going to be the first to get to it. Trying to push it back to Maroney. Emo intercepts it. Carr's going to push it to Dauber. Dauber's going to take a shot. Underneath the stick of Binda. Puts it up and hits the stick of Emo. Sends it up and flying. Maroney steps up, takes a shot. Goaltender puts a stick on it. Goes off to the corner. Carr picking it up. Looking for a centering option. Just hits off a skate off of Emo. Dauber pushes it one up. Hits some traffic, and Emo's going to pick it up. Maroney gets a stick on it, but still goes off in the wrong direction. Shot on goal. Peterson going to be covering.
Good job, Ethan!
Emo pushing it back to the blue line. Keeps it in just in the nick of time. They're going to dump it in behind the net. Good stick from Ani. Knocks off that entry. Evanson battling out in the boards. Lightning get a clear, and that's going to be an offsides on Emo. Push back. Ani's going to put a stick on it, trying to knock it out, but Emo's skate gets in the way. Emo pushing one towards the net. Little collision out front. Emo first to get to it in the corner, though. And loose change sitting out front, and Emo's going to clean that up and put one in for number 5 at 6:59. Lightning back in the deficit, 4-5. Emo picked it up. They're skating through with it. Takes a shot. Saved by Peterson. Emo tries to push one up. Loose change, going to take a shot. Pad saved by Peterson. Pushes it off to the corner. Butcher tries to pick it up. Throws it back to the blue line. Blue line's going to take a shot. Glove saved by Peterson. Drops it down. Kilmer's going to try pushing it out. Gets a stick. Emo trying to get it clear. Ho picks it up. Good stick from Emo. Knocks him off of it right at the red line. Horton trying to push it through some skates. Gets knocked back, and Emo's going to clear it. They're pushing it up. Evanson going to get a stick on it. Not enough gump, and Emo picks it up right along the blue line. Horton keeping some battle with him. Looking for centering option. Good kick save from Evanson. Another save from Peterson. Tried to get it cleared. Not sure where it's at. On the left side of the net, still loose change, and Peterson's going to want to cover it. 5:43 remaining in the second period. Lightning down 4-5. Roney intercepts it. He clears it. Off to the races. Emo dumps it in the corner. Gearhart battling out. Carr trying to get a stick on it. Emo gets a clear. Emo blows by Maroney. Emo coming in. Stick handling around Peterson and puts one in for number 6.
Come on, Ethan!
Passing up and neutral ice. Kes puts a stick on it, knocks it backwards. Keeping it in the zone. They're going to throw it on net. Deflected by Christensen. Trying to get it clear from Ani. Puts it right in the hands of Emo. They take a shot. Gets deflected. Not quite making it there. Christensen trying to round the boards. Kes is going to have to pick it up. He's going to round the other side of the boards, looking for Daley. Daley pushes it around his man. He's got two hot on his heels. Oh, close, but that's going to be an offsides as Evanson was trying to get his last skates out. Unable to do so before that puck crossed the blue line. Kimmer's going to dump it in, but Emo intercepts it. They're going to push it back. Neutral ice, they hit their man. Toss one up. Good sticks on it from the Lightning. They're going to clear. Emo first to pick it up. They're going to clear the zone. Hits their man. Missed their man, but they still pick it up in neutral ice. Trying to skate around. Gets by Kilmer, but gets in the boards. Kilmer picks it up as Horton was keeping some pressure. Pressure by Kilmer as well. He's trying to dump it in. Intercepted by Emo. Back and forth. Emo's picked it up. Good stick on by Horton. Oak tries to get it clear. Gets it clear. Carr back out on the ice. Skating around one. He's got another one. Coming in, takes a shot, and puts one in for number 5. Decreasing that deficit. Still down by 1, but closing that gap. 5-6 now. At 3:28. Good stick on by Carr, knocks the entry off. Back and forth. Carr able to dump it in. Gerhardt off to the races, trying to keep some pressure on Emo. They're rounding the net. Skating by Carr. Getting by Maroney, not able to get the shot off in time. Maroney keeping some pressure. Puck rounds about and gets a clear, but Emo already takes up. Battle right around the blue line. Carr picks it up. Tries to hit up to Binda, but a little too far. Emo going to grab it. And another one goes in for Emo at 2:34. Emo going to be up now, 7. Lightning 5. Daley coming in with it. Good stick on from Emo, knocks him off the puck. Ani dumps it in. Daley sticking with it. Tries to take a shot. Emo gets a stick off of it. Emo pushing it up. Ani misses the shot to be able to clear it. Emo coming in. Still maintaining possession. They're going to backhand it over. Misinterpreted the pass. They're going to battle it out with that's Kilmer. Christensen. Kes pulling it out. He's got 2 in front of him. EMO clearing the zone. They leave it behind. Kes gets it back. Re-enters the line. Pushes one out in center, but EMO collects it. Gilmer pushing it back to Evanson. Evanson trying to push it up, but EMO gets a good stick on it. They're going to re-enter the zone. Skating by one, and they will put another one in. Just under a minute of the second period. Down 5-8 now. Carr trying to use some glass that's not there. Puts it out of play. .53 seconds remaining in the second period. EMO pushing it back to their D. Pushing it back up. Horton pushing up the Carr. Coming in with it. Takes a shot. Saved by the Tendy. Loose puck still. And EMO able to clear it. Lightning sticking with it. 23 seconds remaining. EMO knocks Carr off the puck first, but he's able to claim it back. He's going to take a shot. And goes out of net. Out of play. EMO gets a clear, neutral ice. They maintain possession, lost it for a little bit, and that's going to be the end of the second period. Looks like they will zam the ice. Exiting the second period, the score is going to be 5-8, Lightning in a 3-point deficit. So they're going to zam the ice. We'll be right back with you. Notice I've never had my headset in. Hopefully I've been coming in loud and clear, but notice I didn't have my earbud in. Sunday early morning. We're back at 15 minutes of hockey for third period. Hopefully everybody's been able to hear me all right. Normally I have an earbud in with a mic. It's too early. EMO had some possession time for a while. They're going to put one on net. Peterson pushed it off to the side. Kilmer's going to be the first one to get to it. He pushes it off one side. EMO keeps it in right at the blue line, but Kilmer keeping the pressure, pushes it out. Kilmer entering the zone. The two defensive men puts one on net. Nobody there to crash. As there's loose change out in front. Actually, who is on that? I think we changed some things up. Kes going to take a shot. Glove gets pushed off to the corner. I think Dauber's back up on offense with Kes and Carr. EMO pushes it up. That's going to be an icing on EMO. Horton, Daley, and Butcher out as forwards. Maroney and Ani back on defense. Well, thanks for just validating that the mic is working. Shot on goal and covered by the Tendy. cleared. Peterson's going to pick it up from Maroney. Maroney's going to slap one back. Unable to get it clear. And EMO is deep in the zone. They're going to skate in with it and maneuver a few and put one in. That's going to put EMO up 9 to Lightning 5.
Come on, Ethan.
EMO taking possession. Blows by Kilmer. Gonna see a shot. And they will put one more in for number 10. Butcher going to come in, tries to put one on net, deflected by the EMO. Shot goes wide of the net. Kilmer keeps it in. EMO skating out with it. Kilmer gets a stick on it, tries to push it up. Neutralize discussion. Horton's going to pick it up. Skating in with it. Tries to put one up, but hits some shin pans of EMO. Centering option from Butcher. Up to Gearhart. Bounces off Gearhart's stick. And EMO clears it. Evanson back. And around the boards, looking for Maroney. Horton pushes it up. Good pad on from EMO. Zani rings the board. EMO pushes it back around. Maroney going to pick it up, pushing around the boards. Looking for centering option just wide of the net. And Carr picks it up. Good 6-on from EMO, knocks Carr off of it. And EMO strips it from Carr behind the net. EMO blown by a few Lightning. Good body out in front and going to be an offsides as EMO left it beyond the blue line and skated a little too fast. Lightning pushing it back. Ani's going to pick it up. Losing track underneath his feet. Tries to push it over to Dauber. Centering option. And they will get one more in. Score is 5-11 at 11:10 in the third. Passing up to the blue line. They're going to take a shot. Pad saved by Peterson. Kilmer picks up the rebound. Trying to get it clear using the boards, but bounces right in the EMO stick. They're going to put a centering option. Cleared away by Christensen. Daley pushes off his man off the puck. Kes picks it up. He's got Evanson with him. Good 6-on by EMO. They're going to break up that entry. They're going to try dumping in. Christensen picking it up. Christensen pushes it up. A little too far. EMO's going to grab it in their own zone.
Get up there, help him!
Carr takes the possession, coming through the neutral zone, tries to push one through. Good skates on from EMO, and they're going to strip him away from that. And there's a tripping delayed call coming for on the Lightning. And Peterson comes out to touch the puck. Tripping going to be called for Butcher, I believe, putting us on a Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Oh, they're putting one in for both sides. 5-on-5. Five-on-5, taking a defensive zone drop. At 9 minutes 11 seconds. Odd thing is showing Lightning for a minute 57. Trying to get a clear misdirect, and Emo's going to put one in back of the net. For number 12. Running time at this point, since we're at a 6-point deficit. Penalties running as well. Emo pushing up. Carr's going to take possession. He's going to push it back to Evanson. Just bounces off his stick. He's going to push it over to Maroney. Maroney tries to push it out up to Kes, but gets a skate off of Emo. And Emo's going to retreat back to their zone. Push it up to their guy. They miss that pass. Maroney picks it up. Maroney trying to push it up to Kes. Kes knocks it loose. He's trying to battle up with Emo. He gets a stick on it, keeps it in the zone. Emo doing the right thing, tying him up. Emo pushing it up to their blue line. Maroney and Carr meet him. And Lightning dump it back. Emo gaining entry. Tries to take a shot. Gets deflected by Carr's stick. Maroney leaves it behind for Carr. And knocked loose by Emo before he could get a shot off. Skating through with it. Emo knocks it off to the corner. Daley's going to pick it up. Horton grabs it. Kes comes out right at the right time, gets a kick into it. Comes out through the neutral zone, entering, takes a shot. Glove save. Horton trying to get to it. Puts it on behind the net. Elbowing on Dauber. 2 minutes for elbowing on Dauber, and still we're going to be on an Emily Sand and Gravel penalty kill. Scoreboard showing incorrectly on the penalty on the home team, but we're going to play with it anyway. Centering option for Emo. They pick it up, and they are going to throw one towards the net. Loose change out front. It's cleared by Kilmer. Good stick on it from Emo. Prevents it from getting all the way out. Centering options back and forth. Emo's trying to put one on net. Still loose change out front. Getting cleared by the Lightning now. They throw one towards the net. Another one behind the net. Around the boards. Emo first one to get there. Again, Lightning short-handed. Evanson tying his man up in the crease. Emo winding up, gets a shot, puts it over in the circle, pushes behind the net. Emo still maintaining control. They're going to put one more in. Five-on-5 hockey again. 4 minutes, 30 seconds remaining. Christensen dumping it deep. Daley keeping pressure, keeps it in the zone. He's battling it out. Maroney keeps it in at the line, puts one in. Ref takes one to the shin pad. And Emo getting it out. Emo coming in, taking a shot, saved by Peterson. Carr picking it up. Emo passing it up, trying to hit their man. Tipped it. Christensen using the boards, trying to get up to Kes. Quick maneuvers by Emo. They redirect. They're going to enter the zone. Maroney gets a stick on it, breaks off that entry. Kes picks it back up. He throws it over to Carr. Carr coming in. He's got Kes out front too. Trying to push it up front. And Carr to Kes. Kes will put it in. Number 6 on the board. At around 2:45. Coming in strong, good stick from Ani, breaks it off. Butcher and Horton trying to battle it through. Didn't see it myself, but they're stuck together on the boards. That'll be a good one for the playback. Ani kicks it, prevents it from going in too far, and Peterson pushed up. Horton trying to get to it. Emo trying to get a clear. Kilmer gets a shot, deflected off some skates off of Emo. Trying to put it in. Hits Horton's skates. Emo coming in strong. Gonna look for a centering option. Saved by Peterson. Emo pushes it back to the blue line. Missed that option. Horton trying to keep some pressure. Evanson gets a clear, cuts out to Daley. Daley's going to push it over to Kes. Good centering option. Just gets a little too far from Kes. And Emo's going to come back out. Evanson back on defense. He's coming in with it. Takes a shot. Saved by Peterson. Scooped away by Evanson. Under a minute left of the game. Trying to pass it, hits off Kes. Shot saved by Peterson, pushed out to the corner. And they're going to put one in right underneath Peterson within 30 seconds of the game ending. Ten seconds remaining. Let's see one more puck drop. Eamon throwing one center. Throws one off. Just goes wide of the net, and that will be the end of the game. End of the game. Lightning down 6-15. I think we play Moorhead up in Moorhead Saturday, so we'll be live with that one. If you watched any players this weekend, make sure you give them a call, send them a text, tell them keep their head up, and we're going to be battling back on Saturday. If you do know anybody driving home, wish them luck as well. Blizzardy conditions, 55 miles per hour winds and snow. It was not fun driving here this morning, we'll say that. We'll post a couple photos and videos of that route here this morning. So make sure you check in with those loved ones driving. As always, thanks for tuning in. We'll stay live until the players clear the circle. After all, and then it's about community, game, respect for the game, love for the game. All right, thanks for tuning in. We'll see you next Saturday.